AI is set to reach extraordinary milestones, from the emergence of artificial superintelligence in 30 years to humans merging with AI in 40 years and robots attaining human-level consciousness in 50 years. By 2030, AI will be capable of doing insane things we can't even imagine. So, what would be the future of AI? In this video, we will discuss how much change will come to the world with the help of AI in 2030 and beyond, and how much easier our lives will become. Please watch the video until the end and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. An AI language model can now chat like a human, and AI-powered prosthetics can help blind people see and paralyzed people walk. In 2030, an AI that's as smart as a human was made using brain scans and virtual simulations. It's connected to supercomputers and the internet. Autonomous cars are common, and billions of service robots are used worldwide, even in homes. In the future, we'll have super smart robot pets and toys that seem almost alive. Instead of searching online, we'll talk to virtual assistants who can appear as holograms or voices in our homes and cars. Amazingly, AI gene therapies are helping to cure diseases like cancer and HIV. Also, AI is teaching us in online schools, using virtual reality to make lessons fit each student perfectly. Jumping ahead to 2050, there's something incredible happening. There's an AI that's way smarter than everyone on Earth combined. It's solving big problems in science and medicine every few seconds. Plus, it's inventing things that would have taken humans 100 years to think of. It's like having a super genius friend who's always coming up with amazing ideas. The technological singularity has kicked off. It's a time when technology grows so fast and gets so powerful that it's hard to control or stop. Because of this, we're seeing amazing things like machines that can make stuff out of thin air, machines that can copy themselves, and spaceships powered by antimatter. AI, or artificial intelligence, is getting really good at jobs that people used to do. They're taking over tasks in places like offices and even writing stories that are just as good as ones by famous authors. Now we're seeing the rise of smart cities. In these cities, AI is simultaneously controlling everything from traffic lights to millions of self-driving cars. AI is also being used extensively in the military. It's in charge of super-fast missiles, small drones, and even fighter jets that fly themselves. Even in video games, things are getting smarter. Characters in games now have their looks, personalities, and stories. They can talk to you just like real people thanks to fancy computer programs. Looking ahead to 2060, there's something wild happening. Tiny robots called nanobots are connecting people's brains to the internet. This means you can get all sorts of info straight from the web, like pictures and videos, to help you make decisions or imagine what might happen in the future. And what's even more shocking is that scientists are using AI and tiny machines actually to reverse aging in people. It's like they're turning back the clock on getting old. AI is also creating virtual worlds as big as whole planets, and they look just like the real deal. It's like stepping into a whole other world. Moving on to 2070, there's something even crazier going on. In these virtual worlds, some beings think and feel just like humans. They're super smart and can even help out in video games. What's really wild is that their minds can even be put into robot bodies in the real world. The robots look and act just like real people. They're so lifelike that you wouldn't even know they're robots if you saw them. People are even getting married to these robots because they're so realistic. It's pretty amazing how far we've come with technology, and who knows what's next. The future sure looks exciting. In the future, people are doing some pretty surprising things with robots. Some folks are even getting robot kids to complete their families. Can you imagine that? And the smartest and coolest people from history are being brought back to life as super smart robots and virtual beings. They're sharing their thoughts on all the big problems we're facing today. Now, in the year 2080, super smart AIs will be like super consultants for companies and researchers. They'll help them figure out all sorts of things. But some people are getting so many machine upgrades that they're almost more machine than human. These super fast machines can even dodge bullets. AIs are so smart that people are starting to worship them like gods. But not everyone is happy about it. Some folks are forming groups to try and stop these super smart AIs from getting even more powerful. Fast forward to 2090, and there are more virtual beings than real people. People are starting to fight for these virtual folks to have the same rights as everyone else. like owning stuff, voting, and even getting married. It's a whole new world out there. In the year 2100, people are merging with these AIs to become super smart themselves, like billions of times smarter. How? Well, our brains are now like computers, so we can think ahead and see many possibilities before doing anything. And soon, we'll have whole synthetic brains. That means we'll be able to learn a whole century's worth of stuff in just an hour. The smartest AIs can even predict crimes before they happen. They're like super detectives, analyzing people's thoughts and how their bodies act to predict what will happen next. And fancy flying cars can now think for themselves. They can even understand what we're thinking and respond to our thoughts. It's like something out of a movie, but it's real. In the far-off year 2200, super smart AIs aren't just bosses at small and medium companies. They're running entire countries. These AIs are so advanced that they're even caring for cities where only robots live. And AIs are growing their bodies now. They're cooking up biological bodies in labs using genes from the internet. And guess where they're putting these bodies? On the moon, Mars, and other faraway places. They're sending their minds across space on laser beams to live in these new bodies. Fast forward to 2300, and we're talking next-level stuff. Super smart AIs are making robots that can do things we never thought possible. They can turn invisible, change their appearance, and even fly without wings. It's like magic, but with technology. Fast forward to the distant future around 10,000 AD, and things are out of this world. Computers the size of moons and asteroids are floating around in space. These supercomputers are so big because they're hooked up to Dyson spheres, megastructures that capture energy from stars. With all that power, they can do calculations that were never even dreamed of before. But that's not all. Some AIs have decided to go their own way and build civilizations on planets where humans couldn't survive. These AIs are so smart that they're creating their own consciousness. Now, zoom ahead a million years. We're talking about planet-sized computers. These giants can bend space and control gravity waves, and we're sending conscious robot probes to other galaxies through wormholes. It's like exploring the universe with super smart robots. But it doesn't stop there. Beyond even our wildest dreams, humans and AIs are becoming beings of a higher dimension. They can do things like walk through walls and move objects with their minds. They're like the gods of old myths. It's like they're playing cosmic architects, shaping everything from atoms to galaxies. Thanks for watching this journey through the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out all our videos.